The following is a production of Learfield Sports.
The Badgers wrap up their competition in the Big Ten tournament. Now they get ready for what will be a 16th consecutive appearance in the NCAA tournament. We'll show you some of the highlights from Indianapolis. We'll hear from Evan Anderson, and of course we'll sit down with head coach Bo Ryan. It's all coming up on the Badger Sports Report.
Also with a toss for Decker up top. He'll turn it to Jackson. Flip to Koenig near the right corner. Inside, Decker low on the right, slam dunk. First points for Decker, 19-13 Michigan State with 11:43 left in the half. Pass stolen away by Gosser, wanted to get Appling, and here comes Trey up the middle, a bounce for Decker, to the rim, two-hand slam dunk, Sam Decker. Jackson turns the left side for Duye Dukas, driving off the left wing, goes up, got it! It counts and a foul. Duye Dukan working on Kenny Kaminsky. Takes him off the left wing, and it's an and one for Dukan. With authority. Down the lane, right hand, slam dunk. Sam Decker. Inbounds pass to Brust, across half court, he'll hoist one up, he hit it! Big Brust for three! Snaps off a three, right of the circle, it is off the rim and in! Jackson strikes again! Out the Gosser for three, he hit it again.
The Badger Sports Report with Bo Ryan is brought to you by Charter Communications, by the Dairy Farm Families of Wisconsin, the Wisconsin Milk Marketing Board, by Zimbrick Buick GMC, by Adidas, and by UW Health, a cornerstone partner of Wisconsin Athletics.
One day, cancer as we know it will cease to exist. But until then, there will be no rest, for they are the ones who push science, who seek more effective protocols and preventions, the ones who treat the most complex of cancers in search of cures. They are the world-renowned physicians, researchers, and healthcare professionals at the University of Wisconsin Carbone Cancer Center, Wisconsin's only nationally designated comprehensive cancer center. UW Health. Remarkable.
I'm not what the girls here would call classically good-looking. I spent most of my youth in the dreaded friend zone. That all changed when my folks got Charter TV. I discovered tons of chick flicks in HD and on demand, and learned all the secrets to romancing the high school girl. Now in a school full of boys, I'm the man. I'm the man.
Get Charter TV starting at $29.99 per month. Charter, make way for more.
When you buy Wisconsin dairy products, your hard-earned dollar brings you more than just the quality and great taste you know and love. It supports the dairy industry, which in turn reinvests that money back into your community, resulting in better public services, abundant recreation opportunities, and a beautiful place to call home. In all, dairy contributes $26.5 billion to Wisconsin's economy, and eventually comes back to benefit you. To learn more, visit youtube.com/dairyimpactwisconsin.
I know something about winning championships, and at Zimbrick Buick and GMC, you have one. Zimbrick Buick's tradition of customer care dates back to 1965.
And Zimbrick continues to provide each of our customers with high-quality personal service you can rely on.
I'm part of the Zimbrick Buick and GMC team, and you should be too.
Bronson Koenig swoops off the left wing, jump stop, beats Dukan, open three, right of the circle, book. Duye Dukan from deep. Rebound Kaminsky for Wisconsin. Outlet Jackson, left side of the front court. Trey finds Decker, to the rim, slam dunk. Decker on the catch and the flush. Tie up, and Trey Jackson just ripped it away. Turnover Minnesota. Jackson feeds Brust for three, right side, he nailed it. Ben Brust for three. A big assist from Trey Jackson. Throws the brush, shot fake from three, drives off the right wing, runs it out to Kaminsky. He'll fake the three. Feeds Koenig, open three, right side, yes sir. Bronson Koenig, his second from distance. Sam holding, a toss out to Koenig between the arcs. Feeds Hayes on the right side. Hayes, baseline right. It's around Eliason, low on the right, layup good. Gets it to Koenig, 3:10 to play. Badgers up 69-51, Brust right side. Works the baseline in the lane, whips it out to Koenig. He'll snap off a three. It's good. Bronson Koenig, his third from distance. He has 11 tonight. Final score, Wisconsin 83, Minnesota 57. As Bo Ryan wins for the 700th time as a college head coach. Win number 700 for Bo, as the Badgers will get 40 more minutes in Indianapolis.
No, it was great, seeing Nigel and Bronson come off the bench and give us big minutes. They definitely helped us out and contributed a lot and took a lot of pressure off the the go-to guys per se. This gives another dimension for teams to scout us in, and just kind of cause some confusion. Throw a little wrinkle in things, and when you can do that late in the year, I think you're going to be better off.
You never know who's going to step up. That's why I love playing with all these guys. Josh didn't make a shot today, but I know he's going to make some next game, which is good. I can look around the locker room and say that about anybody.
Our team's very deep, even though not everyone always plays and everything. But we have options that we can go to if we need them. What can I say? Yeah, my shots were falling, and I just try to be aggressive, and my teammates were encouraging me to do so.
Well, it's a new season, the postseason for the Big Ten tournament. I just want to make sure I could come out and, give my team the player that, that they have and they deserve. And, I tried to come out there and be aggressive, and fortunately I was able to knock down shots and give my team a spark.
It's March. You just got to play hard, and when you play hard, good things happen for you on defense, on offense. So I got great teammates, and we're just going to try and roll with this.
Hayes against Payne. Going to Kaminsky. Open three straight away is good. Frank Kaminsky with the first field goal of the day for the Badgers. 7-5 Michigan State. Bust to the right side, throwing to Jackson. He'll feed Gosser at the top. Switch to Kaminsky. A throw to Brust on the right side. He'll try a long three. Got it. And Brust with his second. Right in the left block. Look out to Brust on the left side. Ben on the dribble off the wing. Turns it out to Kaminsky, and he will fire away and hit. Frank Kaminsky from inside the arc hits it from the left wing. He'll feed Harris. He'll catch. He'll shoot. He bricked it wide left. Rebound tipped into the hands of Trey Jackson. Jackson up the floor. A bounce for Decker down the lane to the rim, and a right hand stuff for Sam Decker. Koenig out front, feeds Kaminsky high on the right. Frank on the left-hand dribble. In the lane against Costello. Up right hand. Got it. Oh, Frank Kaminsky feeling it here for Wisconsin. Gosser throwing to Jackson. Turns to Koenig on the right side. Koenig against Brandon Dawson. Bronson trying to drive on him. Cut off baseline right out to Decker for three. Right side. Good. Sam Decker for three. Single-digit game. Gosser on the drive in the lane. Up right hand. Good. It counts at a foul. Gosser drives the alley, and it's an and one for Josh Gosser.
Boy, he did it against Valentine, too, didn't he? Attacked Valentine.
It's over in Indianapolis for the Badgers. It's on to the NCAA tournament.
I think we have a very confident team, win or lose. I absolutely believe that, no matter, who says what, we're in this together. We fought together in the second half, and I thought better than we did in the first half, and we could take some things from that. And, if we stick to our rules and, play up to our potential, I think we can do some things.
You just have to go in there with a blank slate, clear mind, with a one goal in mind. Every team that enters the tournament has one goal, and we have the same one. So we just have to go in there with the utmost focus and be prepared to do whatever it takes to win.
The tournament's about players making plays. That's the end of that. Team don't go on just from playing solid. You gotta play aggressive. I'm proud of our team, just because of how much we fought back and we didn't give in. I feel like if it was earlier in the year or different games, we may have wilted. But we kept fighting, and we just can't get down in these big leads like that. We gotta come out ready to play right away.
Jackson trying to save, and he does to Sam Decker. A lob into Kaminsky, and he'll send it down with two hands. It counts, and a foul.
With the Big Ten tournament continuing, we thought we'd cover some topics that maybe you heard a little bit about during the week, but everything is rapid fire right now, and if you're not careful, some stuff gets lost in the shuffle. But I think one thing that's probably not going to get lost to the Badger fans is to see all of your guys who were recognized for all conference. I mean, you have said time and again, this is a team sport. When you've won Coach of the Year, you've called it the Staff of the Year. It's never been about the me, it's about the we. But to see all 5 of your guys, all 5 of your starters, and Nigel Hayes, 6th Man of the Year, that's some pretty serious recognition, and maybe sets the word out there about how good this team has been.
Well, and how unselfish the team has been, and I'll tell you, that was really exciting. I don't get involved in the selection of my assistants, do the all the picks as far as Big Ten this and Big Ten that and all district this or all American that. But when guys are recognized in the fashion that our players were, to have everybody mentioned somewhere, that was pretty exciting. So that does say that both the coaches and the media out there have some respect for our team and the depth of our team and the unselfishness of our team.
As you mentioned on your radio show earlier this week, a guy like Josh Gosser probably isn't going to lose sleep over anything. He did make all defensive team, but when you look at a guy who led the league in three-point shooting percentage, who led the league in free throw percentage, there's an offensive game there as well. But I think, as you also pointed out, there's a value to Josh that you guys knew, but maybe some others didn't quite understand last year when you didn't have them. If they didn't understand it then, I'm hoping they understand it now.
I'm sure they do. And you know what? If the people out there who don't understand the value of a Josh Gosser, that's okay. You know, they're fans. They're maybe, but anybody that knows basketball and understands how the team chemistry works and what makes a team go. Those people know exactly what Josh Gosser means to this basketball team. And, you know, for those that maybe do not to this point, will by the time he's finished.
Absolutely.
Because he does have another year. So we certainly were happy that he did all that hard work in the rehab and was able to give us the kind of season that he's given us this year.
As we tape this, it is not quite the selection show, time for the selection show, but I'll just go out on a limb and make the assumption that the Badgers will be in the NCAA tournament now for the 16th straight year. It's a very small list of schools with a longer current streak of getting into the big dance. We said it every year. I think something you never want to take for granted. You don't want to just assume it's going to happen, but this is quite a run of success for the Wisconsin program.
Well, I'll tell you, the players, if I'm an employer out there, I would certainly take a look at our guys if they're interviewing for any type of work with your company or anybody out there, because of how solid they've been. No flash in the pan type guys or teams, and the players. The players know that it is a long season, and when the regular season ends, to be in a position to know that you've competed with the best in the country with very fine results, with credible results, and then therefore they know they get to play another season. And that is exciting, and they deserve the credit, because it's a lot of hours, a lot of time, and there's a lot of distractions in between. So the fact that they've been able to stay focused for the 4 months, 5 months, whatever it's been, says a lot for them.
And how about a couple of guys you know pretty well who are going to be coaching teams into the NCAA tournament? Rob Jeter at UW-Milwaukee and Saul Phillips at North Dakota State. Said it before, we'll say it again. One of Saul's assistants is somebody Coach Ryan would know pretty well as well, a guy named Will Ryan. That was some fun television viewing now on Tuesday night, wasn't it?
Matt, there was a voice saying for the first time in 55 years, the Badgers win the Big Ten championship. There is a video, which I'm sure your crack crew will come up with, of a huddle of Greg Gard. He's an assistant in the tournament. I think Duffy Conroy is in there. Tony Bennett, Rob Jeter, Saul Phillips. There is a huddle of a lot of guys who will be playing in the NCAA tournament. So if you get a chance, you might want to look that up. So hopefully it's you can run it
Absolutely.
on the show. But
Absolutely.
It's out there.
If it's out there,
Patrick says he's working on it right now.
Patrick will work on it, and Jay Williams will find it, and Ashley Hearn, they will find it if it's there to be found. But it's a lot of fun. We wish them all the best of luck in the NCAA tournament. Coach Ryan will rejoin us in a few minutes with the Great Day and Great Question of the Week. All that and more as the Badger Sports Report continues.
I'm not what the girls here would call classically good looking. I spent most of my youth in the dreaded friend zone. That all changed when my folks got Charter TV. I discovered tons of chick flicks in HD and on demand and learned all the secrets to romancing the high school girl. Now in a school full of boys, I'm the man. I'm the man.
Get Charter TV starting at $29.99 per month. Charter, make way for more.
Here is a story I'd like to impart, a tale of a little girl's sick, ailing heart. It begins with her doctor and favorite nurse, then on to her blankie and polka dot purse. As we are the UW, it is doubly true. We have gizmos and gadgets all shiny and new. With talents and skill and brain power galore, we fixed Kennedy's heart, so she is sick no more. UW Health and the American Family Children's Hospital. Remarkable.
The buzzer beaters, the high school tournaments, the conference titles, truly the court of champions. Parker Street Productions, LLC has acquired pieces of the basketball court used at the Kohl Center from 1998 until 2008, now making them available to you. 61 teams walked off this court with a trophy. Now you can take home your own trophy, a piece of history. Log on to courtofchampions.com today.
The Learfield Sports Directors Cup is the officially sanctioned annual award recognizing all-around excellence in men's and women's collegiate competition. NACDA and USA Today co-founded this esteemed honor in 1993, still widely recognized as the crowning achievement in college athletics.
Side pass for Vito Brown. He'll leave it for Evan Anderson, throwing to Koenig, right of the wheel. Bronson to the right wing. Works off the wing, in the lane, kick out it. Anderson for three, left side, got it! Evan Anderson for three.
The most important thing is really to get your degree and get an education, and I'm fortunate enough that I got this opportunity. So it really helped me, decide that this year was, going to be it. But yeah, it's really important to get that degree. So.
How did you come to the decision?
It's just played this game a really long time and been through a lot, etc. But mainly I just want to thank all these guys, the team, everybody who supported me in the past. I appreciate it, to the moon and back. And I just want to say thank you, thanks to this university. It's been a heck of a ride.
Looking back on your 4 years, how would you assess the journey overall?
I would say very positive. So many great experiences, things that I would never have been able to, experience without basketball. There's this one little saying, use basketball, don't let basketball use you. And I really lived by that, and basketball can take you so many places. So I guess to, kids growing up and children, if you're playing the sport, it can really bring you, so many things, and it can teach you so many great things. And you can really meet a lot of great people in the process. There's, so many good opportunities that come along with this program and other athletics here at UW. And, it's a lot different, I would say, than being, just a student, but at the same time, you do get, that student experience and be able to be with your peers, etc. But I would say, you got to try to find a way to juggle academics and athletics at the same time. But it's definitely a unique experience, and I'm thankful for it. So.
And then you're a Wisconsin native, so coming to the University of Wisconsin, that's got to be a dream.
Yeah, it really was. When I was in about middle school, I really started to watch, college basketball, really early, and just coming here was a dream of mine. And when the opportunity hit me, I knew I was going to take it. So, as soon as I stepped, foot on this campus, I figured this is where I want to be. So that it was easy to make that decision. So. These memories are going to live, with me for the rest of my life, and I'm just going to try and pass them on and take the things that I learned and try to pass them on to other people too. So.
What are some of the memories that stand out to you?
I would just say all the hard work that maybe not everybody sees, you know, behind closed doors and things with these guys. Just working in the weight room, you know, doing sprints in the summer, all the other exercises and, you know, workouts, just hanging out as a group together and, you know, getting to know the coaches and making a relationship there. So that's probably going to be the most special thing to me and what I'm going to remember the most, for sure. So many life lessons that you can learn with this game, and you know, at this level you get pushed even more than before. So you know, it's really just learning how to work hard and persevere through times that, you know, you really don't think you can make through, but you end up making it through with the guidance of your teammates and coaches. So you know, I would just say that you know, it's just such a unique experience, and nothing, you can't take it for granted. I'm thankful for it, and all my teammates have been there for me the whole time. So
I know this is the question that seniors don't like to hear, but what's next on the horizon for Evan Anderson?
Oh, you know, I can't pinpoint one thing, but you know, hopefully someday I can get into counseling or some position where I'm helping other people, just devoting my time that way. But I'm not exactly sure, but hopefully I can just find something that I like to do while helping others too. You know, my whole life I've played, and this is going to be it, so it's going to be very difficult, but my teammates will be by my side the whole time, so it'll be all right.
You're going to have to go play some basketball at the Y from now on?
Yeah, I mean, I suppose with, you know, old friends and all that, so, you know, I'll still shoot once in a while, I'm sure, but, you know, just moving on to other things. But, you know, nothing can replace this experience. It's so unique, and I just want to say thanks to everybody.
I know something about winning championships, and at Zimbrick Buick and GMC, you have one. Zimbrick Buick's tradition of customer care dates back to 1965.
And Zimbrick continues to provide each of our customers with high-quality personal service you can rely on.
I'm part of the Zimbrick Buick and GMC team, and you should be too.
I'm not what the girls here would call classically good-looking. I spent most of my youth in the dreaded friend zone. That all changed when my folks got Charter TV. I discovered tons of chick flicks in HD and on demand, and learned all the secrets to romancing the high school girl. Now in a school full of boys, I'm the man. I'm the man.
Get Charter TV starting at $29.99 per month. Charter, make way for more.
This is Andrew Zielsdorf. He plays hockey. This is leukemia. It's bad business. This is Andrew's oncology team. They love Andrew. They don't like leukemia. And thanks to them, Andrew is now cancer-free. Booyah. They are the world-renowned physicians, scientists, and nurses at the American Family Children's Hospital, pioneers in pediatric cancer care. UW Health. Remarkable.
Whether you're out there training for a big event or you're just trying to stay in shape, I have a bit of advice. It's important to remember that what happens after the workout is just as important as what happens during the workout. My advice? Be sure to refuel with low-fat chocolate milk. It has the perfect mixture of protein, carbs, and electrolytes to help you refuel, rehydrate, and build muscle. In Wisconsin, athletes win with low-fat chocolate milk. And you can too. To learn more, visit winwithchocolatemilk.com.
The Badger Sports Report with Bo Ryan is brought to you by Charter Communications, by the Dairy Farm Families of Wisconsin, the Wisconsin Milk Marketing Board, by Zimbrick Buick GMC, by Adidas, and by UW Health, a cornerstone partner of Wisconsin athletics.
Time once again for the Great Dane Great Question of the Week, and this week's question comes from Willie up in Wausau, where Great Dane is located, by the way, in the city of Wausau. Willie wants to know, Coach, with all the talk about hand checking, the block charge rule going into the season, have you seen much difference in how the game is being played?
No, there hasn't been a whole lot. We, for example, have committed 1/2 a foul more per game as a result of them. But we don't use our hands a lot. We want to play defense with our feet. So the only thing is that I see, because they're trying to put out numbers, you know, there's somebody that had this fantastic idea of, if it looks like teams are scoring more points, the game's going to be more exciting. So how can we get people to score more points? Well, let's put them in the free throw line a greater number of times. What is really bothering me is the offensive players that are driving just hard as they can, driving right into a defensive player that is stationary, and it's been a foul so many times on the defense, and they keep saying, well, they moved under, or well, their arm came down, or well, here's my answer. Well, nothing. What you're doing is you're trying to give teams more free throws so that in the end, when the season's over, this team averaged more points than last year. This league averaged more points than last year. So I just think that the part about the offensive player creating the contact is not a good part of the game. And it's definitely been a factor in some of ours.
All right, Willie, thank you much for your question. As mentioned, there is a Great Dane up in Wausau, and of course there are 4 Great Dane locations in Madison, the east side of town, downtown, Fitchburg, as well as Hilldale. So if you're in any part of Madison or if you're up in Wausau, check out the Great Dane nearest you. That'll do it for us this week. Join us next week as we follow the Wisconsin Badgers, a program that for the 16th straight year is playing in the NCAA tournament. We'll talk to you next week. Thanks for watching.
Wisconsin cheese, making good food great.
The Learfield Sports Directors Cup is the officially sanctioned annual award recognizing all-around excellence in men's and women's collegiate competition. NACDA and USA Today co-founded this esteemed honor in 1993, still widely recognized as the crowning achievement in college athletics.